All the members of this house did pass away in the house. We've had a number of experiences recorded over the last 10 years of things happening. Somebody saw a dog running into the dining room and under the dining room table, as a dog would do. And they went and looked under the table, they lifted the tablecloth, and there was of course nothing there. Just strange things that, that people have seen. I still can't really explain it. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Other people say these people just never wanted to leave Cape May. They just loved it so much they never wanted to leave. It's a mystery, and it's something that is unknown, that you can wonder about. We're here at the 1879 Emlen Physick Estate in Cape May, New Jersey. This house was built by Dr. Emlen Physick Jr, and he's a Philadelphian. His family is a very famous Philadelphia family. His grandfather is considered the father of American surgery because he invented something very important to us even today, the stomach pump. And his father wanted him to pursue medicine as well. So he actually attended the University of Pennsylvania Medical School and graduated in 1878. He never did practice. He did come down to Cape May, and he built this beautiful stately mansion for his very unique household. It was himself, his mother, Mrs. Frances Ralston, and his two aunts, Emily and Isabella. So here we are in the formal parlor, and in this room, the Physick family would have had their guests come in and would have entertained them here. And then connected here is the music room, and this would have been the room, of course, where the family would have gathered and played music together. This house was built originally on 14 acres of land, so it really was the grandest home in Cape May at its time. It's a beautiful home built by Furness. He's also a Philadelphian, very famous and very prolific architect. This style of the house is stick style. It's a Victorian style, and stick style is very robust. There's reference for the structure of the house on the outside with decorative features. There's unusual chimneys, corbelled chimneys that are kind of like what you'd figure are almost upside down chimneys. Unusual for its time. He died in 1916 in his own bed. His aunt Emily, who lived here, stayed on, and she lived into the 20th century. All the members of this house actually did pass away in the house. Dr. Emlen Physick loved animals. He was president of the Cape May Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, the SPCA. He had animals on the property. There were horses for his carriages, and there were lots of dogs. So his love of animals, I think, sort of permeates this house. We've had a number of experiences recorded over the last 10 years of things happening that involve dogs. In the entrance hall, one of our housekeepers at the time was dusting the gasolier in the entryway. This is the most public room in the house, where anyone who was coming to visit the family, this is the first place they would have come in. And found herself sort of with one hand dusting and with the other hand petting a dog, almost unconsciously, almost sort of, rhythmically as she was dusting. Now here we are in Dr. Physick's library, and this room was, of course, where he did his reading and his thinking, perhaps, and studying. Through the 20th century into the 60s or so, the house went into disrepair. It was not maintained. At that point, it went on the market to be sold and to be demolished. A group of historic preservationists, they got banded together. They formed the Mid-Atlantic Center for the Arts, and in doing so, they decided that their main focus was to save the estate. They were able to do that, and eventually even worked to gain Cape May its status as a National Historic Landmark City. So this is a second floor room. We've interpreted it as a billiard room, because Dr. Physick would have likely had a room like this somewhere in the house. Here at Cape May Mac, we offer a number of different tours of the house that focus on sort of historic haunts and things like that. One of them is called Historic Haunts House Tour. Another is called Voices from Beyond Tour. Those tours focus on things that have been heard in the house. We call them electronic voice phenomenon, EVPs, and we tell the story. We've had experiences on tours, and one of them was in the sitting room. It was an evening tour, and suddenly somebody saw a dog running into the dining room and under the dining room table, as a dog would do. They went and looked under the table, and there was of course nothing there. And this was sort of for the private evening activities of the family. One of our tour guides was on the second floor. There's a set of stairs that goes to the third floor. She saw a dog at the top of the stairs when she was giving her tour down here on the second floor. It's appealing to people and to a lot of people because it's a mystery and it's something that is unknown that you can wonder about. It's something that they can say, wow, I wonder what will happen when I go to this place. I wonder what these stories are all about. I wonder why that happened. Is that really true? That can't be true. That can't be right. And of course, everybody's concerned about what's beyond. I think if you take a moment to think about it, you know, everybody has an interest in what lies after death.